The music video for B.Y.O.B tells a story about a bunch of fascist cops who crash a rave. They arrest the party-goers, and then they brainwash them and turn them into little fascists just like the cops themselves. And I think this is a pretty interesting story given the subject matter of B.Y.O.B considered strictly from a lyrical perspective. The song was written in protest of the Iraq War, which is widely regarded as a war of aggression which was illegal under international law. And the central question of the song is directed toward President Bush. It repeatedly asks over and over again, why don't the presidents fight the war? Why do they always send the poor? And of course, all of us know the answer to this question. We know how little life has meaning in the eyes of those who wage wars of aggression, which is why System of a Down didn't even bother to answer it. Instead, the music video for B.Y.O.B chooses to dramatize the question. And that's why the video tells a story about a bunch of fascist cops who crash a rave and arrest the partygoers. The cops represent the American government under the Bush administration as they go about enlisting citizens to fight its war. And that's also why the fascist cops don't merely arrest the partygoers, but also brainwash them and give them little fascist riot helmets to wear. The helmets represent the ideological indoctrination of ordinary Americans in the service of a fascist military machine. And they flash images that reveal the purposes for which Americans are indoctrinated. Some are commanded to drop bombs, whereas others are enlisted merely as consumers who are commanded to go shopping or enjoy vacations on the beach. Because that was how the Bush administration liked to imagine its war. It was a war that you fought with a dollar just as much as a bomb. And thus, in the famous words of Dick Cheney, whenever an American citizen went to Disney World or bought a car, that was the same as sticking their thumb in the eye of the terrorist. Even the most mundane forms of consumer pleasure were transformed into fantasies of patriotic violence. Because America's military under the Bush administration became a consumer military that fights for the freedom to buy and sell anything it likes, anywhere in the world, at a brand new spankin' deal.